YouTube. Let's have a short video for you today, and I want to just talk about touch briefly on the power of starting. Um, there's a power. There's a power in starting. There's a power in continuing, and there's also a power in knowing when to finish. But in this job, in this video, I just want to focus on just the power of starting and what it does for you when you actually take the courage to start. So many of us get stuck in the planning phase. We get stuck in the phase of when we're weighing what could go wrong. When we obsess over like how is this going to turn out, how is this person going to receive me, etc. and etc. You have to understand that the only way you're truly going to get over that hurdle is not by some miracle. It's not by some epiphany you're going to get. Like if that happens to you, that great. You understand? Like that happens to some people, but it's very rare. A lot of times you really get the energy to keep going when you start. It's just like when you see footprints in the sand, it shows you that you've gone somewhere. But like as long as you're just stagnant, not going anywhere, you don't see no footprints in the sand. It's just like you're just in your head for the whole time. You know, like you tell yourself, the message you're telling yourself is like, I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't started, I haven't done anything. And one time I was having some thoughts and I wrote this down because I was going back to school and it was really hard. Like I went to high school in the Caribbean and I started going to college in the Caribbean, so they wanted some information and like it was hard to gather all the information of the schools and where I was and everything. And while I was going through all this, but I started the process and then I started to go for it. But while I was going through this, I had this thought that said, every destination that you have never walked towards often feels 1,000 miles away. And it's just like when you before you take a step to it, it feels like it's so far. But once you take one step and then another and then another and then another, it all of a sudden it becomes closer and closer. Like in the videos that I make sometimes of the paintings, it's just like as you see from day one, then to day two, then to day three, the progress of the painting as it's coming to life. And it's just like, but at the beginning, when you get that empty canvas, it looks so intimidating. Like, oh my gosh, how am I going to fill this painting with life? Like, look at this behind me, like this, the lion behind me. So it's like so beautiful in the background, and like, but in the beginning when it was just a blank canvas, it was just like, oh my gosh, this is gonna take me a long time. But as you start doing it and you go towards it and you really start facing your problems, you really start tackling it head on. You start seeing footprints in the sand. It gives you more motivation to keep going. That's the miracle you're waiting for. The miracle you're actually waiting for is for you to start and see progress. And once you see that progress, all of a sudden you get more energy. You have more what's the word, like you have more motivation to keep going. And for example, like for this painting in the background, as you can see here, for example, it shows me that I can do that. You know, like before, when I saw empty canvas, I was like, oh my gosh, can I even do this? But look, I have this in the background. Now I know I could do more. Because my next one, I want to even do a bigger one. I want to tackle a bigger one. And that's how you really start. You by tackling it little by little. And so that's what I wanted to just to touch on this video. It's going to be a little short, but it's just to understand that every destination that you have never walked towards feels 1,000 miles away. Sometimes it's not even 1,000 miles away, but it feels that way once you haven't started walking. And for those of you who are familiar with Lion King, I'm sure you remember when I think Rafiki said to Simba, the no I think what he said this to Timon when he said the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And you have to make the decision to start. That's the one part no motivational speaker, not me, not yourself, can sorry, not yourself, not me, not any family member, not no friend can help you with. Nobody can give you the will to start. That's something that has to come from within. And if you need some encouragement of what happens when you start, please just understand that once you start and you've done one thing, your brain registered as I accomplished something. The So all of the hormones that are flooded that are associated with accomplishing, they start coursing through your body. All of a sudden you feel like you could do something, you could do another something else. So just think on this as like if you want to start any project in your life, if you want to do something new, and think on this and tell me how if it helps you. Thanks for watching.